Hey there, it's Gabriel here, and I'm here with my good friend Troy Adashun, and he's an amazing YouTuber in the fitness industry, weightlifting, fat loss, things like this, and he's really blown up his channel, like got amazing results. So I just want to introduce you, and he's going to talk a bit about what he's achieved in the past few months for years, and maybe give us a few pointers and tips along the way.
About 6 months ago, I was at about 4,000 subscribers, and I was uploading 1 to 2 times a week, and I really wasn't in the flow of, say, building my channel yet. And I noticed that the channels that were growing really rapidly, they were uploading 5, 6, 7, sometimes 15, 20 times a day. Wow. And I'm like, wow, I got to get to that point. And I was studying, I go on Social Blade, for instance, and I'll look up a channel that's growing really fast. I'll look at what they're doing. I'll look at how many subscribers they're getting a day, how many video views, and I try to analyze and pick up trends. So I'm looking at not only, I'm in the fitness niche, I study a lot of fitness channels, but I also study channels in all realms just to try to, analyze trends and see what I can pick up. So I made a decision about 3.5 months ago that if I can't upload at the minimum 5 times a week, that I'm not gonna make it on YouTube.
Wow.
And I really believe that, because you have to be that dedicated. And another thing too, when you upload that consistently, it forces you to be more creative. So right before we started traveling for the summer, which was about 3-4 months ago, I said to myself I would upload every single day. And I really wanted to upload every day for 3 months. And I don't edit my own videos too, so I send it off to my video editor. A lot has to do with like video uploads and different locations and stuff like that. So I started uploading when we were in California. I think I made it 18 straight days, and then I finally took a break. And I noticed that I was more creative. By like day 10, I had like 50 more video ideas. Like I literally had so many video ideas that I couldn't keep up with them. So that's one big benefit that you have when you're filming all the time, you're constantly putting out content, you're getting more confident. So step one, I would say, would be to just be consistent. Like maybe make a list of 15, 20 videos just to kind of get the ball rolling, and then upload them. If you can get 4 or 5 times a week, that's awesome. And then as you start filming, analyze other channels growing. You're gonna get little content spins, and it's just gonna kind of snowball from there.
So what about in terms of getting the most kind of traffic? Do you come up with ideas and then find keywords around that? Or do you find keywords before, then create the videos? Or do you just like put out content and just like kind of spray it out there and see what happens?
Yeah, that's a good question. So the content strategy, you gotta have it down. I've kind of gone past that. So the content strategy, you absolutely must have it down. So I do 2 different things. I like ranking keywords, but where I get most of my views from is on that right sidebar, the suggested sidebar. So what I do is, for instance, I have a keyword. If you type in how to get abs fast on YouTube, I'm ranked number 2 or 3 in the world. You'd think that would be an amazing keyword, and it is, but it only gets me like 600 or 700 views a day, which is awesome. I'm not complaining at that. But I have other videos, for instance, where I did one, it was basically clickbait. I want to just make the most attractive thumbnail and attractive title as possible. It was like shredded 7% body fat, 7 things you're not doing that will get you ripped fast. Something like that. So like something like you're not doing this sort of thing. I had really bold, maybe show like my thumbnail on the screen, because I really, the thumbnail is so important. So that's basically was clickbait, but at the same time, YouTube knows exactly what my video is about. Anyone who sees that video knows it's gonna help them lose fat, get ripped, get shredded. That's one of the most searched things on YouTube in the fitness realm. So I do a combination of clickbait, I guess I'd call it. I don't like using that term, but it's just basically a very attractive thumbnail, a kind of a clickbait title, but at the same time, not confusing YouTube on what your video is about.
Right, okay, so basically, creating something that has benefit and kind of create some intrigue for people.
Yeah, exactly. So I would say the formula, though, the 3 things that if you don't have it down, I would say it's almost impossible to grow on YouTube, is understanding how to make a really good title, having a very good thumbnail. Like if your thumbnail is on the right side and there's 8 other ones, you've got to be one of the best thumbnails every single time, because the click-through rate, so when YouTube starts seeing good metrics on your video, they're going to promote it on the right-hand side. And then the higher that your click-through rate is, and then the higher your retention time is, the more they're going to promote that video. So that thumbnail is just so important, and a lot of people overlook it. It's like, I see some people who have a thumbnail where it's just kind of like a still image from the video. So I even use, sometimes if I have an image in a really like tropical location or a cool spot, even though I wasn't like there in the video, I'll use that for a thumbnail in my video.
Okay, just to get some attention.
Exactly, yeah.
So what would you recommend for people to get on the right sidebar? Is it comments? Is it views? Is it likes? What is YouTube looking for to get on the right sidebar?
On the right sidebar, I
Yeah.
think it's not one thing. It seems to be a combination of many. And I
Okay.
thought I really had it. I thought average watch time was the biggest metric.
Yeah.
Until recently, I had a video. It's a video about losing lower belly fat.
Yeah.
And it was like 5 forgotten ways to get rid of lower belly fat fast. Something, the title was around there.
Yeah.
And it's got 500,000 views in the last 6 weeks.
Wow.
But the average watch time is only 2 minutes and 40 seconds. The average watch time on my channel, on
Yeah.
like all my videos combined, is like 4 minutes and 35 seconds.
Interesting.
So the average watch time of that video isn't real high, but
Okay.
whatever it is, it has a ton of engagement, it's got a ton of likes, and there must be a ton of people clicking it. And then there must be people staying on YouTube, because I know another part of the algorithm is not driving all of your traffic off of YouTube,
Okay.
which is kind of like a game you're playing, because at the end of the day, you're only making money when you're driving them off YouTube, besides, of course, the AdSense. But yeah, it's kind of like a little game you got to play with them. So
Okay.
I don't aggressively try to drive all my traffic off. And obviously not everyone's going to be interested in buying your product. It's just
Yeah.
a numbers game. But what I will do is I'll have different banner ads in my videos. So I kind of treat my videos like its own advertising space. So I'll have little like clever banner ads and things like that. And I'll just say link in description. I don't link out on the cards, because I've noticed a lot of the YouTubers growing the fastest, and also I believe Alex Becker, who I study a lot, his tips, he says not to link out, not to put associated websites in your cards.
Okay.
Because then you're showing YouTube, basically YouTube doesn't benefit when you take someone off of YouTube.
Yes.
So they want to see that you're driving traffic to YouTube. So I noticed that we're getting a ton of sales when I'm not overly aggressive with it too. I'll talk about it. I'll have 4 links in the description, but the first 3 sentences will be SEO. So it'll basically be like the main keyword, related keywords in my video.
Yeah.
And then under that, I'll put my company, like Alpha Line Products. I'll have a short description of each product, and then a link to the website where the product sales page is.
Yeah.
And then I'll put more SEO under that.
Okay. And so what's the ratio? So you have one link that goes out of YouTube, and then the rest is YouTube links, right?
Correct. It'll be related videos sometimes.
Okay.
It'll be, and sometimes I do use cards, but it'll be for like playlists on my channel.
Right.
And things like that. But then going back to the average watch time though, my best performing video on my channel though, it just hit 1 million views
Wow.
in about 3 months. And that one has an average watch time of 6 minutes.
Out of like how long is it?
13 minutes or so.
Okay, that's pretty good.
Yeah, so I would say as far as, you have to have a good average watch time on your channel though, because if your average watch time is 30 seconds, it just, you're showing YouTube that you have bad content.
Yeah.
So I think like cooking them within the first minute is so important. So my average watch time on my channel, and every video combined, is like 4.5 minutes.
Okay.
So I try to make videos 8 to 15 minutes long, just because obviously you're not going to get 100% audience retention, but
Right.
if you make a good video that's 12 minutes long, it's going to have an average watch time of 5-6 minutes.
Okay.
So
And watch time is really important in terms of racking up the minutes watched on the channel.
Exactly, yeah,
and
exactly.
the minutes watched on the whole video itself.
that just shows YouTube you're an authority channel. I mean,
Yeah.
if you look at just when you log into your YouTube with the analytics, the first thing you see is the minutes of watch time, right?
So it's obviously
Obviously
important
they,
for them.
obviously they think it's important. So
Okay, great. So where do you think your channel will be going? What's your goals and for your channel and building future?
awesome. I mean, my goals is I want to have one of the biggest, but not only one of the biggest, but one of the most interesting channels in my space. So you know, I've grown my channel from like 5,000 to 50,000 as of today in the last couple months, just by, my content's interesting, but it's like I'm looking at what's working on YouTube. And once I get to say 100,000, 200,000, I want to start being a little more innovative and I want people to be in my channel and say, wow, like I've never seen content like this. And I want to be more innovative with like fitness content as far as like the filming style and stuff like that. That's more from like a creative sense, just because that's kind of, I have background in that.
Yeah.
But I want to have, just create a huge brand presence with my Alpha Line company, because at the end of the day, if people like you and trust you, they're going to buy from you.
Of course.
So we're starting to really see some awesome numbers as far as sales go from the channel. I mean, just getting 40, 50,000 views a day on the channel, I mean, you'd have to be pretty bad at selling and have a pretty bad product not to get any sales each day. So, so yeah, even on a bad day now, we're still getting like 5 to 7 sales. On a good day, we're getting 15 to 20. So it's really starting to add up. Yeah.
Amazing. So you have the channel to build that brand presence so that they know, like, and trust you, and then obviously you have the links sprinkled throughout. So
For sure.
Wow, man, I got some great value here. You check out the site, order these products,
For sure.
and then go from there.
Absolutely. And when I was at 20 to 30,000 subscribers, just off my channel alone, I could have lived full time. You don't need a ton of subscribers, because if you have a product built around your content, and it's like between the AdSense and the product sales, it was making really good revenue. I think it's really important to have that business model wrapped around your channel, because I've heard of some channels that have like 800,000 subscribers, but they have no business model. They don't really sell anything. It's just, you know, entertainment, and they might only be making $4,000 to $5,000 a month. But you can have a channel with 30,000 subscribers making you $6,000 to $7,000 a month easily. If you know what you're doing. So
yeah, it's just
awesome.
building that back end funnel.
Exactly.
The marketing funnel behind it. So like having that front end product and then upselling them maybe for higher end products, maybe
for
like
sure.
fitness machines or
for
whatever,
sure, yeah.
or retreats or workshops.
Well, one really cool thing that we do have, we get a lot of sales in like the $150 to $200 range, which is good for supplements.
Yeah.
So what we do is we actually give a discount for ordering a 3-month supply. So we stack two of our first two products together, and we call it the Master Shredder Stack. So it's basically someone interested in like fat loss and shredding, but we stack them together, we market it that they work better together. And then on our website, we have a 1-month, 2-month, and 3-month supply, and then we give a discount. And I couldn't believe, it was my business partner's idea, I couldn't believe how many people actually took the 2 and 3 month. Like literally 30, I think about like 20, I think 28% of the people so far will buy a 2 or 3 month, which was shocking to me.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's a huge profit maximizer.
It is, yeah.
Bulking it in together, man.
Absolutely, yeah.
So if people want to find you, Troy, and connect with you, check out your sites. I mean, what are some of the ways? I'll put the links in the description below, but what are some of the places they can check you out? Yeah,
so I'm really working hard on my Instagram right now. So my Instagram is @TroyShred, and then YouTube is @SuperhumanU, and then my company's website is alphalion.com.
Awesome. Hey, thank you so much for sharing all this, Troy. And guys, be sure to check out our sites. Also, in my book, How to Make $100,000 per Year Thanks to YouTube, you get to read Troy's story and how he got into YouTube, and some of his other tips as well. So thanks for watching. Subscribe to his channel, and we'll see you soon.
Awesome. Thank you.